Okay. All right, here we are, the first day of the project. I'm going to call it what it is. It's the house from hell. I mean, it's probably one of the biggest challenges. It's been abandoned, this house. Like, they didn't bother putting anything in it. They had a minor fire, and the fire department, usually when they come in, it's because they come in with these giant hoses, and they put it out, and they cause a little bit of damage. They didn't really break the windows. So we got the dumpster here. The first stage is we're going to totally gut it out, and let's go meet the homeowner. And when you walk in here, it's really neglected. Like they just have that cheap ceiling put on. I'm gonna keep this spindle. This is actually really nice. The old vibe of the staircase. It's actually, look at this. They knew what they were doing. Let's come on in here. So they're set up. A lot of garbage. And let's take a look up here. How bad is this house? The electrical is kind of nasty the way they, see how they jump there on the beams? You know, I don't like that. All that we're going to clean. What do they got here? Well, the good news is they got a 200 amp circuit. It's not all full. You know, that's not bad. You can put a couple of splits in here and update it. So that's really good news. They more than likely have all their conduits here. This is what you see in an old house because they did the electrical after. All right. Now let's see what the kitchen's going to look like. All right. So here we are with the homeowner. And I'm going to come in here to the future kitchen. So this is what we're trying to do on here. You can see here we're about, I don't know, 6'5", less than 6. You can feel like there's still like moisture here. The roof's leaking, but it's also it was all frozen here with the water. So we really gotta get it done. So what we're gonna do here is blow this off. Take all this out. Create a room. Right? I don't expect the floor to be in really good shape here. So we're going to take care of that. So on this, okay, you got your imagination caps on? I don't have the heavy duty software. I'm going to take this whole roof off above here, and we're going to have 14-foot ceilings. Yes. And here's the best part. Look at this. You see this property here? It empties into a park in St. John's. Yeah. You know how rare a property like this is on this side? And nobody took over this house. Everybody ran away. What's great about the old house is they're easy to fix. Eh? This is where the little bit of damage started right here. I can see the char marks, you know, and then that's where it is. Basically, the owner took the insurance money and ran. Yeah. It's too bad. It was a nice house. We'll take this wall out here for the living room. So all this will open up here. We'll take this hallway out here. This is going to be removed. That's going to be removed. So we'll get rid of this corridor effect, but you got a massive living room. So we're here with Kurt. Good morning.
How are you?
Not bad. So what are you thinking of the house? You've been here 20 minutes. You think is this the house from hell, or can we save it?
It's going to be a big project, but right now it's my haunted house. So we'll see what we can turn it into, but we did it before on the last house. But there's good bones here. You got a lot of space. You got a huge backyard, so It'll be pretty cool.
Why do you think somebody walked away and I don't know, that guy said across there, it's been trying to sell it for 10 years or let's say 5 years. Why do you think they abandoned a house like this?
I don't think anyone who's a first home buyer wants to get into this, and I think
Okay.
anyone with more serious equity doesn't really want to bother with it. They'll do a bigger project because it's a small project in sort of a medium return zone. So either you don't want to move in and live in it and renovate it, or you just have bigger projects going on. And it's also a freaky house to come in and look at because it looks like a mess, and no one wants to. No one wants to get in and do it.
Okay. So, anyways, we'll see what happens at the end of the day. We're gonna see where we are Sunday. I expect to get it stripped, and then after that, we'll see where we are. I think the bigger thing will be taking the walls down. We're gonna need some support, some steel beams, and get our creative hat on. But what's nice here, you're almost 8 feet on the ceiling, which is really nice. I won't go upstairs because everybody would run and scream. All right, thank you. That's very good. Well, here's everybody at work, trying our best, as they say, take it apart slowly, but also don't cause any damage to the structure. And biggest thing I can't emphasize enough, working as teams is keeping it swept and clean. Always keep your job site organized. Get your tools put away and try to keep up with the dust. Sometimes you can just get buried with the dust and it's not, you can't see what you're doing. It can be very frustrating. Right here, you got to hand it to the fire department to stop this fire because look at the house is literally a tinderbox. We're upstairs. This is what I said about this old house. This is like 9 feet. This is insane, the height here. But the extension, no. Or the little add-on. So because we're going lower with the floor, we'll be able to bring this up. We got to do a new roof line. So we're going to go up to that height. And you see the very top. And so we'll get 9. I think I can do it. I can do it pretty good. I can get pretty much the same height throughout. The same level here. And I've mouthed off before on my other videos about how guys weren't able to line up 2 different areas because I got to do it 2 different times. So this is put up or shut up. And we're here now with the homeowner. Oops, I got to watch where you walk, eh? So what do you think? How do you feel? You feeling optimistic, or are you ready to run out of here screaming and say, "My God, what did I buy?"
No, it's looking good. We put 3 or 4 days into the renovation, and we ripped the whole thing apart, basically down to the studs, and the bones look okay, except for downstairs, and it looks like we'll have a cool extension. Get those 9-foot kitchen ceilings, right?
Yeah, well, I think you struck the lottery by the city allowing the extra 5 feet on the side there.
Yeah.
My big thing is down here. I go here, and maybe my eyes are a little different from where I grew up, and people had the renovations. I can't believe that this is a gorgeous, gorgeous house when we're finished. That they let it slide like this and let it closed up. Because we saw all the water in between there. We would have to take all that apart anyways. There's so much water just sitting there. We'd have to bleach it and whatever because, you can't do it. But I still shake my head at it. And, you just go here. You feel the history when you stand right here. I feel like I'm stepping back into the 30s and what a vibe it must have been. Because somebody had money who had the house like this that time, eh? It has a little more oomph, if I use that word, it wasn't like the bigger ones up on top there, like on Circular Road and some of the other areas. But this house is really stunning. But the kitchen is going to die for. And here's the big thing. They are getting a cabinet maker doing all the renovations. Think about it.